Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tuck Spice, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. But then it took a long fun eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt the sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl. Smiling eyes are killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP, oh yeah, nah.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a Coke bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk. She must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger. We look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace several presents and gifts. Call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and cut I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing time.
One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Welcome back. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. How is everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, the 6th of February. Welcome, D-Love. Welcome, Paula. Welcome. We do have a packed show today, so we are gonna dive right in. Welcome. I trust you're having a great week. All right, like I said, do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Shout out to my sponsors: D-Love, Mo Fresh, Richie, Live with Natu, I Did So, a Film Girl, Show Mama, Tima, Gores Corner, Yes TV. I appreciate you all for all you do. Thank you. You can sponsor any of the shows for as little as 99 cents. Already this month we are up to $23.11. The goal is $318. Thank you for all you do. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Please donate your likes. I appreciate you. What we do here is we talk about relationships, life and relationships, and we try to extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics, and we approach things from a standpoint of self-power, social seduction, emotional intelligence, and attraction, of course, you know. And by the way, we do have books that you can download absolutely for free at manofprestige.com. All those books right here. And one more, okay? 2 books on relationship, 2 books on real estate, and 1 on business and marketing. All right, welcome. Oh yeah, you can also get the merch at merch.manofprestige.com. You can also send emails to ask@manofprestige.com, and you can also join the behind the scenes party at whatsapp.manofprestige.com. All right, great, awesome. So without any further ado, we're just gonna dive right in. We have quite a bit to, and you can follow it in the comment area. I posted some of them already there, you know. I'll be back in about 20 seconds.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, let's first of all cover this. As I was about to jump on the call, I saw this crazy stuff here, and I just wanted to run it by you guys, see if you guys have seen this. I don't know. Some voice note audio leak. I don't know what to call it. So I'm just gonna play it, and then we take it from there. I'm probably not gonna spend a lot of time on this. This is just another MOHBAD update. As you can see, this was posted like literally 2 hours ago. I'm gonna play it. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, that we all did the do you understand, Brekete that is in charge. Okay, now continue. Sorry, let me start again.
Ṣé justice of Mohbad lẹ wá bí ẹ fẹ́ kówó jẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń dààmú ọmọ Nàìjíríà ń bá wọn ríbo rábàràbà ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ ti gbà pé mi náà bímọ sí yín sí ní ọ̀nà tó tọ́ ìwọ náà bímọ ọkùnrin ó dẹ̀ bímọ obìnrin nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ fojú ọmọ mi rí ojú yín máa rí ọmọ tẹ́ni kọ́ máa sìn yẹn ẹ̀yin olè yìí ṣé justice of Mohbad lẹ wá kiri láti ọjọ́ yìí wọ́n fún yín ní 3 days tábà lọ ṣe DNA wàá mọ̀ pé Mohbad yẹn kì í ṣòun ló bí Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀ pé ìyàwó níyàwó ni mí òun náà àwọn ọmọ yẹn òun kọ́ ló bí wọn ó kàn ń gba owó lórí àwọn ọmọ mi ó ń gba owó lórí wọn ẹ wá sọ pé ẹ wá sí justice of Mohbad ẹni títí ẹ máa ṣèrànrìn ráìwọ àti ẹ ṣé bí wọn lọ ń tì í ó jẹ́ kó mọ̀ kó tó yẹ kó ṣe lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mo tẹ̀wọ́n gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ń fi jò sí mo
You know that's the name they call Baba Mohbad, the terrible name Josie or something like that. And she's saying it. You can imagine. Is this woman, yeah, Mohbad, as you are here now, is what you are doing, is he okay? Is he okay? You know, this is not, anyway, let me continue.
Mo de mo pé kì í ṣe bàbá ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe pé bàbá ẹ̀ ni kò ní máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn ẹni wọn ni ká bá post ọ̀rọ̀ mi síta o mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fún gbogbo àgbáyé torí mi náà ṣì ń bọ̀ wá jáde sí i torí pé ẹ ṣe ọmọ mi pamọ́ owó tẹ̀ ń gbà lórí ọmọ mi ẹ tẹ̀ fẹ́ gba dúkìá ẹ fẹ́ gbẹ nítorí ó bí ọmọ ó dẹ̀ níyàwó ẹ tún fẹ́ jogún ẹ̀ ṣé justice of Mohbad.
All right, so she's speaking Yoruba. So sorry about that. You know, let me do a quick translation. What she's saying, whoever is on that audio, I don't know who's on the audio, but it's allegedly Mohbad's mom. Mohbad is a young man who passed away September 12th from God knows what. It's still in investigation. Okay, so we go back and forth here. We kind of touch on some of the updates since then. They're still waiting for autopsy results, and you know, since then the father has been dragging the his daughter-in-law, which is Mohbad's wife, you know, because he has doubts about the paternity of their 5-month-old son. He was 5 months old when he passed away some few months ago. So it looks like this drama will not end anytime soon. Like I said on the last session, it looks like this is going to be another case that's just will never be resolved, you know. But let me keep playing a little bit again. So that's the mother allegedly talking on this audio. Basically, she's, whoever that is alleging that Mohbad himself is not even, you know, he's not blood related to the father who has been fighting for justice, if you know what I mean. So let me keep playing. So they're speaking Yoruba. I'll do a little bit of translation now. She said you claim that you're looking for justice and you're dragging this child. Basically, it sounds like she's angry, but to be so angry and be again throwing out paternity fraud allegations against yourself, that is wild. She said you did not bury this boy and you're using him to collect money. There's some allegations that there's some people on TikTok that have been using this guy's interviews to collect a lot of money. There's also those allegations. So I guess she's angry with that. But the fact that she would come out and make this kind of crazy allegations, honestly, even if it's true, at this point in time, it goes to tell you they're not really better than each other. Okay, either the father or the mother, they're not better. None of them is better than the other, right? She said they want to inherit her son. She said Josie, she's calling him Joseph Aloba, the father of Mohbad. She's saying it's not that he's not the father of Mohbad and those kids, that she's, you know, those are somebody else's kids, you know. I mean, it's wild.
justice of Mohbad. Ó ti ń tó bá ṣe Mohbad kò ṣe Mohbad ló yẹ kúkú, àdúrà ló yẹ kúkú. Ìwọ náà dẹ̀ support ẹ̀. Ìpè kan.
Did that woman, the lawyer that we all did the you understand bracket that's easy.
All right, so I'm looking at some of the comments here. Somebody says, so if she loves the child that much, why did she leave the child? Apparently now she's saying the Mohbad father isn't Mohbad father, and this is coming from a mother. So you left your child for a man that is not his father. That's a good point. That's wild. This is a mother. This is what I've been expecting a mother to do. Wait, what? Confusion. Lori family àwọn Mohbad Oluwagba Opewa. This is stupid. Now, who is the father of Mohbad? All right, so now is this like just literally counter shaming him? Because he's fighting for DNA. He said he wants to know DNA and he wants the autopsy results and he wants justice, right? Somebody said, why is Kudi pretending as if you don't understand the Eda or she used there? Eda or she used there. She's a mother and you expect a woman to be happy that a 27-year-old is freezing every day in the mortuary. A 27-year-old is not freezing every day. A 27-year-old is not freezing every day in the mortuary. That's just the body. Jesus Christ. Without any tangible solution but his father getting donations everywhere. Jesus. See, they're painting a picture of worst case. They're just trying to make, I don't know. What's the point here? Anyway, Lori, Aye family Mohbad, another way. Since last year, them no agree do proper burial for the boy. And the father, they do rubbish up and down. Who is this auntie? Only Caro White self. Oh my God. Is there anything wrong in a woman asking for her son to be buried since there is no solution to the case on ground? No, everything is wrong with the picture I just saw and the audio I just listened to. I don't know what kind of people these people are, but everything is wrong with what we just saw. Dilo says, because this one don't tire person. I know. That's about to wrap it up. Hit that like button, I beg. Hit that like. Let's bring everybody else into the room. We're just warming up, okay? This is just something I saw before I came live. For even happy if truly is not the father, but I have a feeling she's just saying this. Yeah, she is saying out of anger. Just because she's saying it out of anger does not make it right. It's wrong. It's absolutely weird, okay, for a mother to ever feel the need to come and do this. And remember that you are responsible for your reactions and you can't really blame other people for whatever the cause of your actions are. Those are your actions and you will be held accountable for it. That's sarcasm, for goodness sake. It doesn't make it okay. What is going on? Jesus Christ. Nose white, eye red, cheek red. This woman's face be like coat of many colors. Jesus Christ, they are dragging the woman. Somebody said, but are you people thinking at all? Why are you also twisting this woman's words? And you have your own family, Kudi. That's how, there's no twisting words. People receive what you say the way they receive it. It doesn't necessarily have to align with what your intentions are. Okay? If you keep thinking that way, you self will collect. All right. So I'm just curious. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think she's angry? Where do you think this is coming from? What is the first thing that came to your mind when after you listen to that audio? I'm curious. Leave that in the comment, and yeah, we'll be back in about 20 seconds because we have a few things to cover today.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about this Glasgows between these people on the internet. We have 4 different characters here. We have RENO, OMOKRI. Let me see if I can show some picture for you guys. RENO, OMOKRI. We have Pastor ADEBOYE. We have also we have who do we have? We have Tara DUROTOYE. We have also Betty IRABOR. These are our aunties and uncles, and our father in the Lord. All right, and they're basically talking about economy. Okay, so this might just be this week's money segment. Okay, but let's talk about it really quickly. So this is how it started. Basically, Reno OMOKRI has been pushing against Pastor Adeboye for a minute, maybe for a few days. And this is what he said. He said, "Dear Pastor Adeboye, thank you for your call. We love you and honor your contribution to the growth of the church. However, I again beg to differ." Okay, this is the second time he's disagreeing with our father in the Lord, Pastor Adeboye. Okay, and the Naira situation is not something we should pray about with all our strength. If you don't know what they're talking about, the Naira to dollar right now, to Naira, let me see the official. It's now officially, even on Google, 1,250 Naira. You can see that right there. Boom. Okay, so it's wild. It's crazy. You know, that's just the online number. I think it's more like 1,500 right now. All right, and that's what's going on. But anyway, he said the Naira situation is not something that that's basically a depreciation of Naira from, I think, the beginning of last year. I think it was at around maybe even 400. Let me look at 1 year here. Oh my God, $459, exactly the same time last year. Okay, it's now at 1,250. That's how much it cost anybody with Naira to buy $1. Okay, so it's depreciating, and that's what he's talking about. I said the Naira situation is not something we should pray about with all our strength. This is quote unquote. Rather, it is a situation that requires us to work with all our combined strength. All right, so he's basically making a distinction between pray and work. Other nations with high value currencies did not achieve that feat via prayers. They get there through hard work and sound economy policies. And many of them, like China and Japan, are non-praying, non-tithing, non-Christian nations. This is why in China, a Chinese man who was asked, "Do you know Christ?" he responded with, "No, but if you show me, I will produce a copy." Yeah, a Chinese man or an Igbo man might say that. I said might say that. It sounds funny, but it goes to the root of the economic success. Prayers are for things we cannot do ourselves. If we live by the godly principles of is making a point of you reap what you sow, then we would not need to pray for things that we have not sown. I can't argue with this, regardless of how I felt about Reno OMOKRI before this conversation. It is what it is. Okay, this is the first time I'm ever agreeing with him. Maybe I will agree with more as time goes on. You know, Nigeria has the largest church auditorium on earth. The current world record holder actually broke the record set by another Nigerian church. Perhaps if we also had the world's largest manufacturing plants instead of just the globe's largest church auditorium, we would not be in this fix. Then reduce your church activities. RCCG, Redeemed Christian Church of God members attend church almost daily. Pick only 1 or 2 days and then tell your members to go to work at their jobs and businesses on the other days. Finally, use your considerable influence to counsel. In my opinion, Papa Adeboye is arguably at least one of the top 3 most influential people in Nigeria. I'm just saying, he's a very influential point. It's the point I'm making, okay? So he said, finally, use your considerable influence to counsel. We can all agree that he has a considerable influence to counsel your members and other Nigerians not to see the rainy season as weather for two, but instead use it to go to the farms and cultivate what we eat so that Nigeria can reduce her $5 billion annual food import bill. Naira dollar exchange rate, we have to pray to God with all our strength. That was the initial report. Shout out to Instablog Nigeria from Pastor Adeboye. He urges Nigerians. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has urged Nigerians to pray for God's divine intervention against the rising Naira to dollar exchange rate. The clergyman made the appeal on Sunday, February 4, at the Throne of Grace Parish RCCG headquarters in Ebute Meta, Lagos. Remember, at the beginning of the year, God said that things are going to get worse before they get better. If you know the value of the naira to the dollar by January 1, if you compare the value to the naira to the dollar today, you will say it looks like this boy knows what he was saying. We have to pray with all our strength, because when you say things would get worse before they get better, we don't know how worse and how further before they can get better. With all your heart, cry to God and say, please have mercy on us. Intervene quickly. It does not matter how much they are changing the dollar. They are secured where they are. The governor does not need to know the cost of petrol. He doesn't want to know how much petrol is in his tank. When he wants to go out, he comes out and enters his car. He doesn't queue at the petrol station. The president doesn't need to know how much they sell bread. Well, first of all, I think the president and governor knows how much they sell those things. And if they didn't, that is wild, right? Anyway, that is none of this business. It will get to his table when he wants to eat. That's all of his business. Anyway, but you know, it's also possible that we're taking Papa Adeboye out of context here. But you know, either out of context or not, we need to start paying attention to beyond just your context. How are normal layman, vulnerable people interpreting this? And that's what's going to matter when you are such a considerable influencer. So we need to pay a little bit more attention beyond just your intentions and your context. You need to also pay attention to the 200 million people listening to you potentially, right? How are they interpreting what you're saying? Like, I could see that, okay, maybe we're taking him out of context. All right. At some point, we're going to have to start looking at you and say, show more money. Are you doing it intentionally? Why are you saying that knowing that a considerable sector of the people listening to you will misinterpret this and mean, you know, if you just pray, everything will be fine? Oh, yeah, you don't know it. There's some people that truly believe that. Now, two things can be true at the same time. You can pray, you can also work, right? You can mean pray so that God will give us the wisdom to know how to work. You can interpret this any direction you want. But that's a problem. The ambiguity is a problem for the state of Nigeria right now. This emergency, right? Particularly when you consider the fact that this is a considerable influencer, right? So I think that's where Reno OMOKRI is coming from. So I skew more to his side than, hey, don't take him out of context. Either way, we need to start spelling some of those things out fully. This is what I mean. When I say pray, I don't mean come to church 7 days a week. I mean go and find a goddamn job, right? Don't wait until somebody gives you a taxable W2 office job. Look around you and find ways you can add value to our society in a way that we can potentially export some of that value, right? That's now Nigeria can start speaking. Once you start having a considerable amount section of the country start, you know, producing at that level, then we can solve this problem. But Reno OMOKRI is right. We don't fall into the middle of 1,250 naira to $1, all the way from, my father was just telling me the story of 1974, 1969 kobo to $1. I mean, it's a long way coming. It's about 45-50 years ago. So, but I'm just saying, you know. Then Baba said, I have told you that I am not a prophet, I am a pastor. At the beginning of the year, the Lord said that the wind was going to blow, and the wind was already blowing. I said, yeah, oh, listen, this is a lot, right? All right, so he might be taken out of context, but he has a point that we need to start spelling this out. There's a lot of the vulnerables that are interpreting this as, you know, verbatim. Just pray, just sit down there and pray and everything will be fine. They've been doing that literally all my life. Okay. Somebody here said, dear Reno OMOKRI, kindly direct your grievances to the government. You've hypocritically been in support of and advised them to stay mismanaging public funds. Thank you, babe. Public funds, resources. Rather, they should direct it to proper use, such that, can I see that, babe? Do you mind? Let me see it. I don't know, this looks like it's off or something. Thank you. Let's not see. Okay. Interesting. This is better than that. Thank you. All right. Sorry. So this person is basically accusing Reno OMOKRI of being hypocritical, blah 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 blah. You know, I guess they I don't know. No. We need to direct the anger towards all the influencers that are directing the direction of the human mindset in Nigeria. All of them, every single one of them. I don't care if they're religious or political. All of them, they are just as influencer because they're influencing people to vote and make and select their leaders. Okay, directly or indirectly. So that's not good enough. Sorry. Somebody said with prayers, God can show us the easy way out. Yeah, so now they're adding context to it. That's the point. We need to add context to it, and then our results are showing up wrongly. We need to do something about that. Okay, definitely need to do something about that. Let me see. There's absolutely nothing wrong with asking God to bless our economy. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's one of those things again. No, you're not wrong. There's nothing wrong. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but you're wrong at the same time. We're talking about if we're saying things at a very influential level that we need to add additional context to, and our results is not showing up the way it's supposed to show up, then we need to have more conversations. That's what that means. Okay. Somebody says, Reno saying people should go and farm to reduce importation of food. I guess he's not aware that farmers are being killed on their farmlands, therefore making from. I mean, you can go back and forth with this. You know, the point is that there's more. You know, like I said, you know, Baba ADEBOYE is not necessarily wrong either, but there's definitely we need to keep having conversations so people can wake up, and maybe the point is that. Just know that praying is not enough. Okay, just knowing that praying is not enough. All right, so let me see here. Let's see. I don't go Lily return says hello man of prestige. Your voice crush. Hey, I don't go Lily. I see you. How you doing? I noticed that you didn't know it was me the other day, but good to see you here. All right. Yeah. So. Listen, all right, so anyway, this gas goes as extended to a couple of aunties, and I'm gonna show you some of that right now. Let's see. So we had Auntie Betty IRABOR. I think she's the publisher of the magazine Geneve, right? She's a media personality. Okay, so and she writes, "Dear men of God, can you please stop asking people to pray for solutions to Nigeria's current economic crisis? How about you actually becoming answered prayers by opening food banks, blood banks, soup kitchens, shelter, and dispensaries for your members?" Okay. Now, I don't. Now, she's kind of off a little bit too, because, you know, the truth is that many pastors already kind of do that already, you know. So she's, you know, I'm just noticing that ending part of it where she said by opening food banks, blood bank, you know, a lot of this church facilities, the issue is that they're trying to solve problem just for their own vineyard, and you know, Olola and Rioloshi is the issue here. If we're talking about ADEBOYE levels, these people have significant levels of influence, and they can also inspire people to serve their nation, to direct some of that energy towards nation building. Maybe if she had said that, I would have been, you know, okay with it. Somebody said one of my Pastor Dayo Olutayo, when he was in Winners Abuja, had a food bank in Yaya Abuja before he left to go and start his own church. Did you know about that? Because he didn't go about with cameras showing off. You people just come online spewing nonsense. A lot of them are doing that. Yeah, she exposed herself. She exposed herself to online trolls when she said food bank and all this kind of stuff. Now, the first portion of what she said, which is, can you please stop asking to pray for solutions to Nigeria's current economic crisis? If she had provided a suitable economy potential solution, then maybe we can have something to talk about, you know. But Ben, what are you doing now? What are you doing? It was MOP voice with the blood of Jesus. Wala. What's going on, brother Ben? Good to see you. Reno na person no Reno OMOKRI na person no. So that second part of the conversation, that solution she's giving is not hard enough. That's the only issue I see what she's saying. Fixing current economic crisis, long term, Nigeria need to start producing for the rest of the world to also buy from them. Long term, short term, there needs to be policy in places to encourage more exports, to encourage more home-based solutions, home-based production. You know, we need to, if you're going to talk about economic crisis, it needs to be at that, you know, kind of like an overhead level type of conversation, not soup kitchens and blood bank. I think a lot of churches already do that, and clearly that's not enough, right? She speaks because she lacks information, and it's not her fault. What the churches in Nigeria gives out in a week. So all these people defending the church are also just as wrong. All of them go collect now, like now. All right, this is not the moment to defend the church, okay? Because it's disconnected from the actual conversation, right? Which is the economic crisis, which is what Baba Adeboye was saying, that they should be praying with all their strength, right? Praying also consumes energy. That's why we need to spell out both work and pray. Faith without work. We need to be talking more about that more than ever before. Okay? We need to be talking more about that more than ever before right now. Okay? This is not the time to, no, it's not. It's not the time to be defending the church. It's not the time. You don't come back and say, oh, you know, I understand your talk. If you can have this conversation at this level, okay, yes, I'm teaching you how to talk, I'm policing your talking. If you can say, hey, economic crisis, yes, we definitely need to talk more about that, even at church, clergy level, religious houses conversation, because these are extremely influencing what's the word? That's the word I'm looking for. Not just persons, but entities, right? So these people need to be having conversation around the economic crisis. But a bigger part of this conversation is that all the blood banks that your pastor are doing, all the soup kitchens and food banks are not solving the problem. And we're not going to dismiss that part of the conversation just by telling us that your pastor is doing that already. My pastor does that too, so I don't know what you're talking about, right? Somebody says, see people revolting in the comment section. Nigerians are so deep into religion. Yes, these are the issues. They are busy defending religion, not God. They're busy defending religion and not what the conversation was about in the first place, right? They won't allow you to criticize the wrongdoings of the church. Religion is mostly about humanity, and with the amount of religious houses we have in this country that all collect money from their members in offerings and tithes, then none of their members should ever go hungry. At least nobody is asking the church to come and build roads, create jobs. These are the conversation, right? And we need to also, when it comes to building roads, building roads, railways, and all these infrastructures, basic amenities, building those, they need to have both short and long-term plans in place, right? We can't just be taking all 10 to the next 15 years of crude oil and be using it to borrow money that will never come to fruition. That is something that Nigeria has been doing, seemingly, or at least proposing, that is just extremely dangerous. Because what are you going to eat today if you give away everything up front in exchange for billions of dollars, when there are in fact more than enough natural resources then they can survive on, or at least come up with a little bit more creative ways than just outrightly signing off 10 to 15 years of crude oil. But anyway, you know, I'm just saying, just off of, you know, I'm not a subject matter expert. For what? When a lot of their members don't have food on their table, yeah. From which money? From the money you don't give to the church. So this is another person defending the church, because church don't post what they do. All right. So I guess where she went wrong and exposed herself is when she was talking about blood bank and soup kitchens and stuff. But we're not going to get derailed from the conversation. The conversation here is that the economic crisis, what kind of conversations are the church or churches having around them? You know, is it just pray with all your strength? And that's all RENO OMOKRI was saying, right? It doesn't mean that prayer is not useful. Obviously, some people just need a little prayer to get to the next day, you know. I think it's the next all right, so there's some additional comments. Leave men of God alone. Most of them actually do this Fact, I don't know a church who has done half of what she suggested. Because this person is supporting her. So again, all these things that she suggested are not solutions to the economy. All right, this is just another way to feed the homeless on the street and stuff like that. At a national level, we need more robust conversations and solutions, right? Churches do all this. When have politicians and atheists ever done outreach? Yeah, so I don't know. All these conversations are just weird to me because let me see. Yeah, these are the issues. Even the direction of some of these conversations are some of the issues. Anyway, Auntie Tara Durotoye entered the conversation. If you don't know who she is, she's the wife of leadership guru, once upon a time presidential candidate Fela Durotoye. She said, I disagree with this post. Okay, and then she went on to post, let me start by saying that churches generally do not publicize when they do this. Okay, again, we still have to blame it on Auntie Betty Irabo. She's the one that derailed the conversation, with the solution being blood bank and food bank and all this kind of stuff. But you know, some of these people should have been able to, they should catch it too. They should have caught that, like, okay, all right, not food bank because we already do that, but I know we need to have more conversations around the economy crisis, particularly for long term. Before any time you blink your eyes, another 15 years is here. Now I don't know where Naira is going. Maybe they will now subdivide it and now it will look like it's now better, but it's not really better because it's about the purchasing power of the money that you have in your pocket locally. Okay, so I don't care if it's showing $1 to 1,250 or $1 to 5,000 naira. That's going to be the case if it keeps going, but it's not really about that. It's about, is the purchasing power of $1, is it the same thing as the purchasing power of 5,000 naira? If it's the same thing, then there's nothing to worry about. The issues are, it is not. It's literally affecting people's purchasing power, even at a local level, even ordinary to buy simple gari, even ordinary to buy cement, right? It's affecting people in every area of life, and that's what the conversation. And nobody's even talking about that yet, right? There's no education going on with regards to how the economy works, starting from a personal level to a household level, even up to a state level to national level. Most people are just basically winging, because hunger is a bastard, because people are just winging things along and just hoping that they too will get rich one day after praying for so long. And that's a problem. That's the problem we're talking about, because you actually have to work in order to you have to sow in order to reap. That's the point of the conversation. This is not an attack against pastors. This is an attack against the economy crisis. There is a conversation that must be had beyond just praying with all your strength. Is the whole point. Okay. So these people started tagging their pastors, because now she said, if your man of God does the above, please let us know. Tag them. So they started tagging them. Constantly feed the poor. Yemi Davis, constantly feed the poor. Even ID Kabaza. Come on now, Baba. You have much more wisdom than that, right? The Toyosi is also tagging Harvesters NG, have the African Empowerment Foundation. What does this have to do? What does this have to do with the economy, right? Dr. Shala just clapped, but I bet Dr. Shala disagrees if we start grilling through this conversation a little bit. Somebody tagged her, said, you also do this too? I beg, leave Baba alone. The Fountain of Life Church under Pastors Taiwo and have for decades run soup kitchens. It's not working. Don't you get it? It's not working. It's working for the people that will feed on a short-term basis. They'll collect that food. They'll go back home. They'll come back tomorrow. Okay? We need to have better conversations around this. That's the point. Ibukun Awoshika, that's a woman I respect. Let me see what she says. She said, to underestimate the sheer impact and investment of faith-based organizations across the board in the lives of the citizens, both within and outside of the congregation, is to exhibit ignorance and simply mischievous. Yeah, Auntie, this is not the conversation. See how this conversation completely derailed from the economic crisis, which is the actual reality. The actual result of reality is an economic crisis. You see how small opening window that Auntie Betty Irabo opened for them, they completely derailed the conversation. These are the issues. I told you. Even the elites are struggling with understanding how to keep the conversation in one place so that we can actually finish solving one type of problem before we move into other. The other problem they're solving right now is the attack against the pastors and the church. Thanks to Auntie Betty IRABOR for bringing in the blood bank into the conversation. Jesus Christ. The truth is the society is surviving the economy right now because a lot of churches give food, rice, provision, money to members. Churches are really helping in times like this, honestly. They have the values that they bring to the table. I have to agree with that. Even if it's ordinary hope, just to live another day. I completely get that. I completely get that. But the reality is not changing. The economic crisis. What are you going to say about that? That's the question. Let's talk about it in the comments. What are the... Okay, you're right. Your pastor give food banks, soup kitchens, blood bank, okay, shelter dispensaries and all of that. You're absolutely right. Okay, I get it.
You're right.
All right, so now can we get back to the conversation of the economic crisis? What solutions would you suggest? In your opinion, overall, no attack against our pastors, no attack against our clergymen, imam, your father, who might be even heading the next Ministry of Education. I don't know. It does no attack against Tinubu. Okay, let's not do that. Please let the poor breathe.
Let the poor breathe.
What solution do you suggest for the active economic crisis and the exchange rate and the depreciation of the naira and even the Nigerian passport, and even what are your solutions? Give me one at least, just give me one. What do you think? What are your thoughts around this? And then we can take it from there. I think there is a conversation that we should have, and we will continue to have it. All right. Without being said, do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we do go live. I would definitely like to have more around this Nigeria economy, worldwide economy conversation. All right, and I'll be back in about 20 seconds.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.
It's a concept.
All right, welcome back. Let's cover this one really quickly. Maybe we go live small. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's ping everybody into the room. It's Tuesday. I get it. It's Tuesday, but we're here. All right, unlikely heroes, side chicks, or prostate Jesus Christ, prostate cancer, or prostate issues, or cardiovascular issues for men. Which one would you go with? Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I just want to know what you guys' opinions are on this, because this conversation is anyway. Let me play this really quickly. Let's see.
In physiology, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay. The only form of exercise your prostate gland gets is during erection, and that erection comes with sexual activity. Okay. So the study is abundantly clear that a man in healthy shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month.
21 times
a month to avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer, or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you. It becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, that is a precursor to cancer. So yes, you have a beautiful wife. Do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it to you 21 times a month.
Yeah, but that's if she pleases you, because you have to be in the right state of mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't quote me to your wife, Dr. Ken. So if she doesn't please you, I advocate to my patients that you can have a side chick. Your side chick will be on contract, but you just know that you need to do your 21 times to avoid prostate cancer.
What you are saying is to optimize.
To optimize.
If you can't get it at home, you should find a way to outsource that person and let it be optimized. Nice, yeah. When you're talking about 21 times, I mean, a lot of people will say it's impossible in our context. A man has not eaten properly in Nigeria. How can he find his strength for 21 times? A man has to be polygamous to be able to achieve that level of frequency.
And physiologically, men, our DNA shows that men are actually known to be polygamous. We are wired to be polygamous.
Yep.
This is The Discourse with Dr. Ken.
It's a concept.
All right, let's talk about it. I don't know. You guys watched the whole thing? I hope you did. Right? Suggesting side chicks or 21 times a month. All right. In order to prevent prostate cancer. You know. Wait now. Let's finish the conversation. Deal of attention ye. This suru. Our source quikus. Our source. What an excuse for sexual immorality. I beg Indiana. Mad people everywhere. What's Onyoshi? What's Indiana? What's Indioshi? What is that? It sounds like the same thing. Anyway, let me go over that again really quickly. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is the guy I was talking about last time. This guy right here. I was trying to remember his name, but I'm not even sure I know how to pronounce his name. He releases a lot of stuff online. I think he does seminars, get married this year or something like that. This guy right here, Skooky PEESHAUN. This one right here, Skooky PEESHAUN. He has about 400,000 followers. Nigerian relationship coach, something like that. Not the guy that's talking, but the guy that's that posted this. This guy right here. Yeah, this guy right here. All right. So he does a lot of posts around relationship and stuff. But anyway, he's the one that posted it. Just in case you see me pull this up ever again. Skooky PEESHAUN, something like that. Indioshi is thieves. Oh, Indioshi is thieves. Oh, okay. I get it. All right. So anyone having Kerewa 21 times a month, no get job. That's pretty much every day. So you're saying you don't really you're basically saying that this professional subject matter expert is wrong. Is that what you're saying right now? You're saying that this person is wrong. Let me play it again.
Except in physiology, if you don't use it,
He said physiology. If you don't use it, he's on a radio station, Classic 97.3. I don't know where that's at. I don't know what city that is.
Lose it.
Okay.
The only
if you don't use it, just in life in general, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, that's generally true across the board. But that's also a statement that can be misnyared into different. But let's just go with what he's saying for a second.
of exercise your prostate gland gets is during erection, and
the only form of exercise your prostate gland gets is during erection. All right, so men also get erection with or without sex. So he's talking about erection. All right, now how did we get to the other side of things? Is let's see.
That erection comes with sexual activity.
No, erection doesn't always only come with sexual activity. Erection also comes random, willy-nilly, just because you're happy to wake up any given day. It just happens. All right, it could be a good time to have sex, but oftentimes that's not the case, because people have a life, you know, and they have to get to their livelihood, right? So if you have certain types of luxury, maybe you can, but even at that, you know. So he's talking about erection, but now he's kind of mixed erection together with sexual activity. He's literally making erection and sexual activity synonymous, and that's not true. You know, they are related, but they're not synonymous.
So the study is abundantly clear that a man in healthy...
And then he went on to declare that the studies is abundantly clear. I get the cruise. I get it. I really want to catch cruise too, but...
shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month.
Okay, so it must be another study that has nothing to do with making erection and sexual activities synonymous, but maybe he's talking about another studies now that says that men must have, you know, sexual activity. Is it sexual activity at least 21 times a month? I wonder. Let's keep playing.
1 time
a month to avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer, or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you. It becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, that is a precursor to cancer. So yes, you have a beautiful wife, do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it to you 21 times a month.
Yeah, but that's if she pleases you, because you have to be in the right state of mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't quote me to your wife, Dr. Ken. So if she doesn't please you, I advocate to my patients that you can have a side chick. Your side chick could be on contract, but you just know that you need to do your 21 times to avoid prostate cancer.
What you are saying is to optimize.
To optimize.
If you can't get it at home, you should find a way to outsource.
If you can't get it,
outsource
that
person and let it be optimized. When you're talking about 21 times, I mean, a lot of people will say it's impossible in our context. A man has not eaten properly in Nigeria. How can he find his strength for 21 times? A man has to be polygamous to be able to achieve that level of frequency.
And physiologically, men, our DNA shows that men are actually known to be polygamous. We are wired to be polygamous.
Yep.
This is the Discuss with Dr.
This is Discuss with Dr. Ken. The Discuss with Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken's reputation, credibility, I'm not sure where that's gonna end up today. Jesus Christ. All right, so again, I caught the cruise. I get it. So Skooky PEESHAUN said, husbands, send this video to your wives. And then he said, read caption below. We already sent it before, because I did send it to my wife, of course. On a more serious note, this is not the first time we are hearing it from medical practitioners that men need to exercise their prostate gland as often as possible. All right. Now the question is, how?
Wait.
All right. So it goes on. It is alarming the number of good husbands that are in sexless marriages. Okay, I don't know how did we get to sexless marriage again? We went so fast, all the way from exercising prostate to sexless marriages. Interesting. Let's keep going. That are in sexless marriages, it is alarming. That is the truth. But simply because about 15 to 25% of people are in sexless marriages. Okay, of marriages, they are basically sexless. 15 to 25, 20, 25, something like that. It's a wide range, but something about that, that's a lot of people, right? Simply because the wife is never in the mood, as she's never happy. The reason for her constant unhappiness could be a result of the husband always upsetting her, knowingly and unknowingly. And sometimes she could be a large contributor to her own unhappiness through overthinking and unnecessarily comparing her life with her friends. Okay, that's great. I saw him do a video on that. I'll see if I can play that video in a second, just to shine some light on him, because I might revisit some of his videos. I mostly agree with Skooky PEESHAUN. I'm not sure if he's married even self, but it doesn't matter as long as he's saying something that makes sense. Anyway, sex in a marriage is a big deal. Sex in a marriage is a big deal. Okay, that's loud, I guess. A man expresses 1,000 emotions through sex. If the world is beating him up, sex with his wife can be the only thing that validates his masculinity and gives him the resilience to go out and fight again. But then wives are not robots. Okay, there you go. Sex is deeply spiritual for the woman, even more spiritual than physical. A woman climaxes in her mind long before she shivers in her body. A husband can intensely foreplay his wife throughout the day by saying the right words and giving her enough attention. By the time he touches her at night, she'll explode under his penetration. For more insight, read up 1 Corinthians 7:1. Okay, so this video came from Classic FM. All right, great, nice, Skooky PEESHAUN. But let me see the other video where he was talking about women overthinking, which I think he made some good points there. Let me see if I can find that video. When your man says he can't talk, your woman said ignore. There are so many potential. I'm not sure if it's too far into the past. He puts out a lot of video. I thought it was more recently. Shit, man, why am I she looking on down on your partner value? I can't see it. I can't find it, but I know he did a video not too long ago about that. Let's see. Why you and your partner don't communicate well, why you need to reduce your male friends. Can we be friends with benefits? How to be a good father to your kids. Call your partner and apologize for us. Will I ever find love again? Is being nonchalant. When men say they want and what they really want. How to disagree with your husband. Okay, so I can't really find a video. Maybe it has a different. Let me just play. I'll just play one of his videos just to shout him out a little bit. Let's see.
It's very hard to slut shame.
Okay, not this one.
The reason why a man must lead and why a woman should be submissive is not really because one should act lesser than the other. There's no lesser argument here. It has a lot to do with the polarity between both of you. It keeps you attracted to each other. As a woman, you love it when your man leads. And as a man, you become a better version of yourself when you lead. The truth is, for a man, your true happiness is hidden behind the self-sacrifice that you make for your wife and your kids. Really, to a large extent, your fulfillment lies behind that. For a woman, you want your man to be a better version of you. You want your man to be taller than you, to be richer than you, to take charge. As a man, you also want to take charge, but there's a difference between taking charge and being controlling. There are things your woman can see that you cannot see. The fact that you take charge does not mean you don't listen to her. In electric science, we are taught zinc and copper. They make both the positive and negative ends of the battery.
Yeah, this is
one
the video,
is submissive,
actually.
one is dominant. That's why energy flows. If it's zinc and zinc, the electrolyte field will be in equilibrium. There will be no energy. That's what happens when both people in a marriage are masculine or when both people are feminine. You wish to be submissive because it makes you attracted to your man. That's why you see this meme online where they say, little miss, I can do it myself. As met, Mr. Sit down, I'll handle this. You have an instinct as a guy that makes you want to lead. Your true fulfillment as a man lies behind the sacrifices that you make for your wife and your kids.
All right, so that is his video. He promotes some "Would you like to get married in 2024" thingy. But anyway, yeah, PEESHAUN. Okay, so his name is PEESHAUN. Okay, all right, noted. But anyway, let's go back to the comments here. Let's see what they said. All I said is another angle. My wife, she's the one who runs Lola and Ola. Just in case you're wondering, she said Lobaton. All right, somebody said raw undiluted reality. Our forefathers knew a lot of these things. That's why they fully supported polygamy and other stuff for men to function fully. Now here's the problem with some of those things. That's, you know, they're engaging. We're engaging this conversation because there's obviously some level of truth to it, right? I get it. There is, you know, that's the reality. There's some level of truth to all of this stuff. That's why it's hitting a nerve, but then we need to add context. At the very minimum, we need to expand out the context and see to what level is it true. You know, we know that a man can impregnate literally everybody in his circle in a whole year and have all of those kids and even more, you know. So, and it's true that there's a reason why nature works the way it works, but part of nature is nurture. Part of nature is our social intelligence. Part of nature is the idea that we tend to create. We're civilized, you know, and civilization is an ongoing thing, right? So at some point you optimize, quote unquote, the same exact word they use. You optimize for the available resources in order to get the result you're looking for in life. Maybe that is happiness, maybe it's to keep a home together, maybe so you don't catch diseases all out on the streets, right? Maybe so you don't end up by dead at the age of 44 because you caught something, right? We don't know. For whatever reasons, one thing's faster, easier, better, longer, whatever, right? And we come up with ways and strategies to optimize for the results we're looking for, considering the resources we have, right? So it is what it is, you know. So in other words, you can't have it all, regardless of what nature tells you can have, right? Nature says you can sleep with all of these women in one day. Is that really how it plays out? That's simply not our reality for the most part. So there's more to just calling it is just the nature. There's obviously more to it, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not the reality, you know, and that part we can all agree on, that it is not our reality, right? And it's more and more so not our reality. Well, that's the problem. If people are pushing against nature, well, that's part of humanity. That's part of the human experience. We also tend to push against nature in pursuit of happiness. That's what we do, right? Somebody said, I sincerely don't agree with this. It doesn't resonate. This is a man who said this. It doesn't resonate with my medical knowledge on prostate problems. If this is a medical correct, if this is medically correct, why haven't we got turns of genuine Catholic Reverend Fathers, people who religion obligates them to totally abstain from knocking, accounting for the majority of the case of prostate problem. That's a good point. Why are the Reverend Fathers not, but Reverend Fathers too, there's a question if they truly do it, but that's a different conversation. I think most of them do it. They go through knocking, right? For sure, knocking with your wife reduces the chances, but not so much to the extent of advising for side chick. I come in peace. That is a good point. That's a good point. This person said, meaning I have just 9 out of 10 free days in a month when I get married. The fact that she called it free days, that's ouch. That hurts. It's not supposed to be a free day. It's a day you're supposed to feel sad because you're not getting some bola. Jesus Christ. You obviously don't want this stuff from your man. Oh my God. Anyway, to me, that's a jobless man. We have 31 days in a month and you want a man to have sex 21 times. That's rubbish. I agree. Yeah, that's just weird. 21 times a month isn't much now. I mean, not only me. Men will find any excuses available. What of a man that is not married? They should go and get married, or jerk off or something. I don't know. Does jerking off counts? I think saying that 21 times in a week. Whew. That's Juliet Ibrahim, the actress. So she doesn't mind 21 times in a month, I guess. Shout out to Juliet Ibrahim. She gave us a drop once upon a time. So I have to be available in these 21 days in a month. So after my period, I have to make myself available. Oh, it's interesting. 21 plus another 3-4 days of that activity. That's the whole month, essentially. Anyway, God, I beg, make my husband no see this one. Wahala. Somebody had told you. Anyway. Let me come to, pardon my manners, let me come to the chat a little bit. Okay, not much is going on in the chat. Shout out to all 20 of you watching this live. Hit that like button. All 22 of you, I meant to say. Okay, hit that like button, share and subscribe. Okay. Being polygamous is not synonymous with multiple sexual partners. Polygamy is not your effing mate. That's a whole different conversation, right? Some of them knock behind closed doors. Yes, some, right? Anyway, so listen, these people, let me look at this a little bit closer. All right, so
the concept in
hold on 1 second.
Physiology, if you don't use it, you lose it.
It looks like Daddy Freeze has something to say.
The concept in physiology,
Daddy Freeze, let me see if he says something
as
about
your
it.
prostate gland gets is during erection, and that erection comes with sexual activity.
Oh, no.
So the study is abundantly clear that a man.
What is it do? What's Conoro? Anyway, Daddy Free says one of the treatments for prostate cancer is castration. Google it. Do your 21 times a month. If your wife no agree, side chick fit help you. Now this thing won't by Prince Charles. Oh, 2 of my uncles have this cancer. Oh. Wala. All right. Anyway.
In healthy shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month.
21
to avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you. It becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, it's a precursor to cancer. So yes, you have a beautiful wife. Do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it
do it, yo.
times a month.
Yeah, but that's if she pleases you, because you have to be in the right state of mind, isn't it?
Yeah,
which right state of mind?
Right, Dr. Ken. So if she doesn't please you, I advocate to my patients that you can have a side chick. Your side chick could be on contract, then you just
contract,
know that you need to do it 21 times.
To optimize.
To optimize.
David, the side chick. Solomon, one side chick, yo.
Outsource that person and let it be optimized.
Nice, yeah.
When you're talking about 21 times, I mean, a lot of people will say it's impossible in our context. A man has not eaten properly in Nigeria. How can they find the strength for 21 times? The man has to be polygamous to
let me tell you,
that level of
one of the solutions for prostate cancer is castration. No? You better do your 21 times. Come about and get crew.
We are wired to be polygamous.
Yep. This is
the concept in physiology.
So what he said is that you better do your 21 times so that they don't cut it for you. Or, you know, I'm just gonna say he's catching cruise. Freeze encourages. This is Linda AKG that posted this. Freeze encourages men to have sex with side chick if their wives won't do so to avoid prostate cancer. 21 times a month. Why are Catholic priests not dying of prostate cancer? That's a good question. My dad had 3 wives, 2 lived with him, and the other visits regularly. So that means he was always busy with this woman. As a matter of fact, they take turns. But what still happens is that he had still had one of his balls removed as a result of prostate cancer. Jesus. Did he ever lack sex? No. And I'm very sure he had with it. Now, all of this can be said to be anecdotal examples, right? But also on the other side of things, there's no grand number anywhere that says all the fathers, like they said, like they tend to die off of this, you know. Also, reality is just far from what they're suggesting. Still, yet his balls were removed. This person is talking about their own father. There are men who are married to one wife and faithful to their wives and don't even have sex 21 times as measured by this man, and they are very healthy even in their 70s. My uncle is one of them. How do you know this? This is on personal examples. Men who are agreeing to this are looking for ways to justify their cheating habit. If you like, have sex 21 times or more. If you don't live a healthy lifestyle and do a regular health check, you are on your own. Somebody said, you people always emphasize having adequate sex to avoid prostate cancer, but you leave the most important point out: doing the PSA test as a man. Men generally don't even do the test as often as they should. Okay, that's what they should be encouraging, because, you know, if you can catch it early, the better. The earlier, the better. That's more so of what we should be encouraging. Okay. Other preventive measures including eating healthy, avoid smoking and alcohol, exercise, and increase your vitamin D intake. Good luck. All right. So normally one woman is not enough for a healthy man. The black boy said that. The cure is sour chop. Cut the skin off the tree. Huh? Jesus Christ. Nobody should guilt trip anybody. The female reproductive cycle comes once a month, and for a man, it's every day. A woman's egg is matched by the man's 120 million sperm cells. 120 million sperm cells a day, every day, as opposed to 1 egg a month if all cells are visible. It will take 30 men to give the whole woman in the world Bele. This points to one fact: a man is by nature polygamous. You can call a man by nature polygamous all you want. It's probably not your reality, because this is why you are shouting at the top of your lungs that is polygamy. Is clearly not what you are capable of, you know, because nobody is stopping anybody from doing it. It's just your reality that's stopping you from doing it. Monogamy and fidelity are unnatural, but yet that's what's naturally the reality of a lot of people. Even people that cheat are serial cheaters. They're not necessarily, like, that has nothing to do with polygamy, you know. But anyway, he's only preaching the gospel. We're just gonna leave it at that. But anyway, I pulled up some stuff here. When I asked the powers that be, the digital powers that be, I should say, it says no, that statement is not true. Okay, the question I asked is, to avoid prostate issues, men must have sex 21 times a month. Is this true? It says no. Okay, the almighty Google and their gods and their AI came up with some stuff. Okay, before I get into that, let me hold on 1 second. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Okay, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to you guys and finish the segment with it. It says no, that statement is not true. There is not scientific evidence to support the claim that having sex 21 times a month prevents prostate issues. In fact, there is no guarantee way to completely avoid prostate problems. However, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can minimize the risk of developing them. Here's what we know: prostate health and sexual activity. While some studies have suggested a possible link between frequent ejaculation and a lower risk of prostate issues, this research is ongoing and the exact effect remains unclear. But you know, your pastors will tell you don't ejaculate unless you put it inside of a woman. So we don't, you know, you see the issues because they don't educate themselves. They'll rather just hold on to the Exodus ideology, right, than to teach you what can actually help you, you know. Anyway, another conversation for another day. You know, the obsessed religious people, they generally kick against masturbation. Okay, and they always find a way to bring in porn into it, right? They always find a way to, you know, to mix those two things together, because they'll rather just feel safer to get to heaven than actually to have a healthy lifestyle here. Yeah, it is a competition. Let's continue. Other factors like age, genetics, and overall health play a much more significant role in prostate health. Age, genetics, and overall health. You know, like checking, like doing the necessary test and screening once you hit a certain age, right? Even me, I'm guilty, but at least I'm aware, right? Like right now, I'm due to make an appointment with my doctor, right? It's at the back of my mind, okay? In fact, I will be doing it tonight, okay? It's important to note that while some medications for prostate issues can affect sexual function, having a healthy sex life doesn't prevent prostate problems in itself. Maintaining healthy prostate. Healthy lifestyle choices like a balanced diet, regular exercise, and maintaining a healthy weight can contribute to overall prostate health. Okay. Regular screenings and checkups with a doctor are crucial for early detection and treatment of any potential prostate issues. It's important to avoid misinformation and consult reliable sources. Even this thing I'm reading is not reliable sources. Go to your doctor. Okay. Don't rely on unsubstantiated claims, found online or through word of mouth. Always trust information from credible sources like medical professionals, reputable health organizations, and peer-reviewed scientific studies. If you have any questions about your prostate health, it's best to consult your doctor for personalized advice. I hope that helps. All right, this man quickly called Solomon. Did he end well? Golden Girl, this is Golden Girl, shout out to you. This is not entirely true. I had a friend in uni days. She was the 22nd child out of 27. He had 5 wives. He still had his prostate cancer. He was sure getting enough of the sugar and still had. Yep. So I mean, this is another good section. This is a good segment here. I hope it was educational enough to help some people to, because as much as they like to catch cruise, we have to push against and say, hey, it's nice, cute. Imagine 21 sex everywhere. Honestly, most healthy men don't care for 21 times a month. They don't have time for that. Okay, they love sex, that's not the question. Okay, but even if you're doing it every other day, that is still 14, 15, 21. Come on, man, come on, stop the cap. Okay, people that are usually advocating and pushing for this, is either they're catching cruise, they're being sarcastic, which is where I think that the freeze falls in, or they these are people with no experience whatsoever to speak to what they're talking about.
Stop the cap.
Anyway, with that being said, do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and turn up your notifications. We've got a few more to cover. We are going to end on time today. I'll be back in about 20 seconds.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. JJ Leo, I was on Instagram looking for solid stuff to cover yesterday, and then I stumbled into this video, and this is the headline story for the day: LIZZY ANJORIN versus IYABO OJO, celebrity clash in gold theft drama. So I'm gonna play, and then I'm gonna read some caption, a couple of videos here. If you don't know who they are, LIZZY ANJORIN she's an actress, a Nollywood actress. IYABO OJO is also a Nollywood actress, and they have been dragging each other online for a while, for reasons that I don't care for. I don't really follow them like that, maybe I even follow IYABO OJO a little bit more anytime she talks about the MOHBAD story. Okay, but she's been dragged with all of that now and everything. So but I'm gonna play this video, then we'll talk. Okay. It says, the caption on the shout out to the tattoo room NG says, actress LIZZY ANJORIN allegedly caught stealing gold in Lagos Island market. According to the report, she made a fake transfer to the seller. Let me play this video. All right, so I can't make much of what we're looking at. You know, shout out to Ice. I see her, says can't be LIZZY ke. Somebody said these things now set up, I swear. Somebody said she was very intentional about her mission, hence she wore a mask. That person clearly believes that she stole gold. I don't believe she stole gold, but nonetheless, I refuse to believe this. Okay, somebody said, but Lagos market know they get network now. Leave that thing, they record it. Okay, I thought she said China used to copy. She said China used to copy her designs. Oh, social medium in social media in Brother Shaggy's voice, not Brother Shaggy. If you don't know who Brother Shaggy is, this is Brother Shaggy right here.
He shock you.
Yeah, so it could be a setup though. So IYABO OJO is setting screen lights or ring light. What is the lead? What's the title of the movie? Àwọn kan jí malt, àwọn kan jí góòlù. Oluwagbapewa. What's this Oluwagbapewa stuff? Is that the new thing now? Everything is Oluwagbapewa. Today will be the happiest day in Auntie IYABO's life. So, you know, they've been dragging each other for a while. You know, so you know, I'm sure there are people that support either side. It was so funny, we were catching so much crews in the really on Auntie B's platform. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it. I was out today. Oh wow, yeah. So anyway, I'm getting somewhere here. A lot done up, you know. But I'll be curious to know what kind of lessons you guys extracted at the Obodo fam today on this situation. All right. But anyway, let me see here. Let's see. Let me pull this up really quickly so we can have a small placeholder as we're navigating. All right. So this is IYABO OJO. Just in case you don't know who they are, and Lizzy and ANJORIN right there. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me go to. All right. So that was that video. I couldn't make much out of it. It doesn't really prove anything, but it looks like somebody is being dragged. Because in Nigeria and many other underdeveloped societies around the world, there's still something called jungle justice, and I think that's I just want to showcase this. Jungle justice, you know, is crazy. You know, they've destroyed people completely for some things they've not done, just because they were wearing the same color or, you know, in the middle of a marketplace. You know, so, and it's dangerous. You know, and if she looked like she was being called into a store and then she was sat down being questioned like a thief. That's what it looks like. But let me pull up some more stuff here, because I think there's some more stuff we can cover here. Okay, so as you can see here, it was also covered by Instablog Nigeria. I'm just looking for the comment. YB say Gistlover never posted IYABO OJO F up before. Mekuna, they think, oh, well, maybe he's allies. That's the reality of allies. Like, it's like asking today or not to post something negative about the video. That doesn't make sense, right? I know you're looking for fairness, but it doesn't make sense still. Okay, the last time they caught her in Saudi Arabia, she said it was Tony Abraham that set her up. She was caught in Saudi Arabia. What kind of story is that? Jesus. The other one said she said it was Facebook people that set her up. Today she's saying it's IYABO OJO. Make she rest. Okay, so a lot of people are believing that she stole something. If you're not a dumb follower, you know she was clearly framed, because if you stole from her shop, will you return? Use your head. which is a negative in its own. So if you stole from a shop, you won't return. Why not? Just go to court, charge them to court, have a cop arrest them, release them, and then you go to court. It's like, think of those of you in the Obodo, right, in the Western world. If you shoplift, you might be arrested, but you're gonna go home. They might charge you for theft or whatever, but you will go home. Okay? Why? Because Jesus, they have to investigate first. It may be a mistake, it may be anything. It might look like theft, and it might not be any of that. You might just be mad or crazy. You know, so yeah, I don't think I don't think that's a good thing in of itself. You know, what's the meaning? Don't know if I spelled it right. D-Love, where are you? Come and help us translate this. Accept. Okay, thank you. D-Love is there helping me. Thank you so much. This is what it means. It means God accept our praise. Basically used as shade when something bad happens to your enemy. Like God would thank you. So they would just say random anything, like they're doing a prayer. I'm seeing it everywhere now suddenly. So Auntie B gave us a little background plus comment section, and callers gave us more insight on what this woman is about. Yeah, so I probably won't go too much into that because I don't follow them like that. I'm just looking at this jungle justice of a thing and how dangerous this could be for online basketballs. Imagine you did online basketballs, it wasn't that deep for you. Now this is to the anti-Yabo, and then the person got hurt in the marketplace, and now they are saying that you are behind it because people were mentioning your name. This is, the internet might seem like harmless, but no, it's not exactly harmless. It can destroy people. Okay, to every one of you who joined hands in framing her up, and after her life, so shall all your offspring inherit strange enemies that will go after their lives. So shall all your children be globally disgraced and hated. They shall suffer unknown and known sins before Jesus Christ. See, of course. Hey, Hilode. All right, so this person posted this. I haven't read it. I'm going to read this for the first time. So this person, my mom just they give me hot gist regarding Lizzy and Anjorin now. It happened in our shop on her island. You want to hear. And no be gold she stole. So apparently what she did was that she went to one shop where they sell all this stone and lace trimmings last December. She went to buy goods of 91,000 naira, and she did fake a lot. How was she caught today? She eventually back to the same shop. She did the fake a lot today, but she disguised as an Elijah, covering herself up. But she could send, I think she can afford to send people to do that if she needed to go back to a place where she stole. But hey, anything is possible. I'm just wondering, like, she can probably afford to send somebody to go disguise. That way there's no need for disguise and buy what she needs. That story is already not adding up, really. It will need extra investigation. Anyway, disguised as an Elijah, covering herself up. After her successful transaction, she was about leaving when her scarf caught a nail, and it was one woman that saw and called the attention of the store owner that, is this not Lizzy and Johnny? That was how Ashiri, that was how she was exposed. That was how they caught her. Okay. So you can hear people begging the Elijah, I guess. Okay. All right, so that's how right there she was being dragged, as you can see, and they will do this in Nigerian open marketplace. They will do it, and if care is not taken, they will hurt that person. Okay, they will just hand them over to some boys. They might hurt them. It's just a very dangerous thing. I heard somebody say I was stopping her, but she was arguing. I was stopping her, but she was arguing. I don't know if it's her, but that's what the person is saying. All right, so again, like I said, this is not really making much sense so far, just off of what I'm hearing so far right now. But let me see, I think she might have come online to tell us our own side of the story. After all, we all like as many sides of the stories, right? Social media justice, they love all sides of the story. All right, so Auntie Yabo decided to come on to come and troll her. Let's play this. She said we didn't hear anything. She said we don't do fake alerts. We haven't heard anything. She's basically trolling our online enemy. Also industry colleague. Okay, they're both Nollywood actresses. Let me stop the music, I beg. Wow. Wow. Wasn't she being called a bully on the Nigerian, what do you call it, housewives of Lagos? She was being called a bully, right? Is she gonna come back and say I'm not a bully? Let me read some of this comment, I beg, while we're watching it. How do people celebrate other people's downfall? Now, wow. Listen, if they're enemies, they're enemies. Stop asking for fairness when they're both enemies. I would be more concerned about how can you period get on the internet and conduct yourself in a certain way, just in general. That's more of a question for me than if there's bass bulls, it's fair. If there's already existing bass bulls, I think it's fair that they drag each other. IYABO OJO deserves to make multiple videos. That LIZZY woman terrorized her a lot. I have seen some clips. Made multiple videos cussing her out and her kids every single day. Love it. Jesus. Someone who has once said no to bully is now the one doing the bullying. The reason why these bullyings are dangerous, which is the reason why we keep talking about MOHBAD, is because it can tamper with people's mental health. And you might say, well, she did it first too. Well, everybody's threshold is different. As in the same breath, I do think that, hey, it's all fair. In love and war, all is fair. What you should stop your children from doing, we're now meeting you there. Now, why VDM no rate you? Very dark man has entered the chat room. I can't help but think about Priscilla in all of this. What a mess. She does have a daughter that she probably wouldn't want to see trolling another person online like this. Before anybody says she was set up, did she inform anybody before going to Idumota? Did anyone have Idumota? No, is this Idumota? Did anyone, y'all remember a few years ago where she accused Tony Abraham of setting her up in Saudi too? I don't necessarily believe that IYABO just set her up. I don't believe that either. But I think she would want to, IYABO OJO did not set her up. Now, LIZZY, she go drag her. And she do worse. Okay, so they're saying if it was LIZZY, she will be doing the dragging as well. I believe that. I believe that. All right, so it's fair. I guess it's fair, but it's just a dangerous place to find yourself. Please don't get on the internet and be dragging people. It can get to a point where it's not funny anymore. But let me come to the chat really quickly. Word on the street was that she usually goes to Saudi Arabia to buy and sell her gold in Nigeria. They said that she got caught in a white powder situation and got in trouble. Voila. She has history, yeah. She definitely has some history of always getting some kind of drama that does not necessarily involve IYABO OJO, And then also she drags people online. So it is what it is, They said she's a troublemaker, heavy into juju and always cursing people out. Happy juju, no. What is that, like voodoo? My beloved in-law, show me the correct spelling, Oga. Wait, what do you... But I bet is here. Sister Chiye, come settle us for that Yoruba language where you scatter so. What was Yoruba Shiskata? The Uluagbokwewa. She spelled it the way she heard it. Gbokwewa with a KP. They said she's a troublemaker. Yeah, okay. Auntie showed the picture covered prior to this transaction. You know. Let me see. All right. D-Love says this doesn't make sense. If she made a fake alert, why would she go back there exactly when she can send somebody else? You know, so yeah, to me it's not really making sense to, you know, but I understand that if IYABO OJO had been dragged in the past, she probably felt the need to, you know, she's probably had been waiting for this day for a long time. You know what I mean? But with that being said, let's hear directly from Lizzy herself. All right, how about that? Let's listen to Lizzy. Let's see. She said your mother have gone to steal gold. All right, so she keeps saying Shekweteri. It looks like she's referencing IYABO OJO as Shekweteri. I don't know, but I think IYABO OJO not too long ago also tried to file a lawsuit for 500 million naira against her for defamation or something like that. But IYABO OJO is also, you know, along with the Tonto DK to be filing weird complaints with the police when there's no evidence. And you know what that means, right? When there's no evidence, sister, auntie, you go shall I tire? You
go explain because no evidence.
No evidence, you know. If you're going to file a 500 million naira defamation lawsuit against a person, I hope you know what you're doing. Anyway, Golden Girl said Lizzy cursed IYABO, cursed our late mom, cursed and trolled her children. I don't blame IYABO for her reaction. I would have done same. That's the energy you give to people like Lizzy. Okay, now here's the thing. Hold on one second. Yeah, so cursed her late mom. Yeah. The only other question I had is that you have to be a certain type of person to be dragging with another person on the internet, you know, and I don't encourage that, and I'm hoping that that's not what you meant, Golden Girl. You have to be. That's why this person say, if our daughter did this, would she like it? She probably wouldn't like it. She probably would like, take it easy, I don't want you to get in trouble. Well, why? Because you have to move a certain type of way. And especially if you're public figures and you're a brand person, all this kind of stuff, it's no wonder why you might never attract certain types of brand. You will have to go to Idumota by yourself. Like come on. I think it's okay for people of their status, if their money is matching with their level of brand, they don't need to be going to Idumota by themselves, having to cover their head and all that kind of stuff. That's just weird. But anyway, she's talking now. Let's continue to hear what she has to say. She said, y'all's mothers have gone to steal gold, though. That's how she started. So she's starting already with disrespect to the general public. So we can feel the kind of person this is, you know. So let's keep going.
If you want to update lọ́sàn, adẹ̀rí tó lọ kọ́mẹ́ǹtì tó ní lórí àdìtọ̀ gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ la rí. Àwa ń dúró díẹ̀ ni. Ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì lórí àdìtọ̀ gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀.
What's Secretary? Anybody know what Secretary is? But she's talking to IYABO OJO. Okay, so let me do translation. She said, I saw your comment. You first of all used your Gist Lover page to post, and then you went to react to the same post. So they are accusing her and Toto. You know, Very Dark Man has been accusing them of owning Gist Lover, right? So let's keep going. I'm going to do a small translation, you know. She said, you're watching and I'm watching. And we're watching you too.
Set me up.
She said, do you not know that the whole world will know that you set me up? All right. Now, if people have been setting you up and it's the third time that they are setting you up, Hunty, who set you up? What you talk about, Willie? But I better say, thank God I'm not a fan of this type of women. Listen, I'm a fan of them creating content for us. Please don't end up on the internet like this. Please do everything in your power, regardless of what you're reacting to. Please, it's not worth it. Okay. Yeah, I think she's caught exactly. I was sensing that because you know she almost caught a lawsuit, right?
Oh mo. Sori nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ leni. Ah, ó wá jẹ́ kí n rántí bó ṣe palẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ́.
She said what happened today reminds me of how you cleared up Egbegbe. There's a guy called Sheon Egbegbe who was arrested and was imprisoned for 7 years apparently for stealing phones. He was also a Nigerian actor. What is going on? Anyway, it was also they said she's let me continue to translate what she's saying.
The same concept. Gele.
She said it's the same concept.
I still go.
She said I stole gold.
Maybe not gold. I still go.
Is it gold? I stole gold. She said this is a thief. Oh, can you see the face of a thief?
Moji bab. Oju olere ole.
She said I have stolen gold.
See, make I tell you how I
even feel weird translating it, but let's do it.
The person will get the gold.
Okay, she's speaking a little English now.
I can't hear kele. I entered the shop.
Okay, she's been sarcastic.
I carry the gold.
She will tell us the full story in a second.
As the person see me like this, the person come they shout. I say, I think say na rubber band obo shepeteri.
Okay, Auntie, Jesus Christ, she's rubber band obo shepeteri. Jesus Christ. Anyway, first of all, Auntie, this is nothing to be proud of, even if it's a setup. This is not really a situation you should be proud of. It's disgusting to say the least, you know. But let's keep going.
Una know they see the crowd. Shepeteri, you are not smart. Shepeteri, you are not smart. This afternoon, you updated. You can't comment. You can't put lonely at the top. Me, I they watch you. As you said, they watch me. Shepeteri, you can't remind me how you take set up Egbegbe. You know, say na the same concept you do for me today. You know, say they say Egbegbe, go exchange money. Me, I no go exchange money, oh. Na accessories, I go buy you. You know, say I be tailor. Na accessories, I go buy you. I bought the accessories last year, November 17. When I reach my shop, I go show you. You know, see all these secretary children, them plenty everywhere. I go buy the accessories, 91,000 naira. I collected the guy account details. My husband helped me transfer the money. I asked the guy, did you see the money? He said no. I left. I left for about 2 hours. Then after 2 hours, I came back. I asked him. He said he has seen the money. I said, oh. And the guy gave me the accessories. In fact, I bought something from the other shop in front of the guy. That place, na accessories, no be clothes, then they sell for that place, so no be na accessories. All this, yes, up. All this, you know, all this, all this collar, all these stones, where would they tack and all that. Now Tom Jones be that place, so where then they sell wedding accessories. Now that place, so sure you understand? They don't do everything where they don't do. As I can't go there, even me, I don't they call one guy safe. I think say na the guy. I can't see the guy. I say, come, I don't they look for you safe. The guy can't tell me, say, into don't they look for me. I say, wait till happen. He said the money where I transferred the other time. Say the money no go. I say, why you no call me? The guy no talk. I say, you for call me now. I say the money don't go. I can't ask him, which month? The guy no remember the month. In they do as if he no remember the month. And you know, say me, I be very smart person. Very smart lady. I can't go because all the people who I do transaction with, everything where I buy that day, it dey my brain. I can't go check the dates. I saw the dates. All this time, the guy don't they gather them. He don't they gather all secretary members. Sure you understand? They call my name. And me, if I won't go buy accessories like that, I always cover my head. You they see me now if I go back. I don't tell una. Thank God, I don't tell una say I dey hustle. I know if you do a show like secretary. I know if you sleep around with politicians.
All right, so she's ended this up to this point at she can't be a prostitute and she can't sleep with politicians, essentially shading her Basbo's friend. All right, what she's been narrating so far is that she went to the market, she covered her head, and one guy that he purchased something from in the past for 91,000 naira said, "Hey, I've been looking for you too." I said, "Oh, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you too." Yeah. Remember that transfer that you made a while back? That transfer did not go through. I was like, wait, the transfer did not go through, and but she's basically justifying why she goes to the market and cover herself up and all this kind of stuff, So she's still going. Hopefully, you can pick the rest up from the pigeon,
Money that is meant for development of the country, I cannot steal it. I cannot collect it from government. So I work. And I know if you keep person, go they look for donations. So I work. So I know they always tell you guys how are they take also. Immediately they don't strike me. Come out my hijab. Say they know say they use hijab. They don't strike me, come out my hijab. They come they tell me make I sit down like I'm robber. I say no, I know they sit down. The guy come they ask the guy, say I pay you the money. The guy say no, I no pay him. I tell her I pay you the money. The guy say I no pay. I say okay, make I call my husband. I call my husband. My husband come say we don't how much is 91,000. My husband come tell the guy say send me your account details. I will pay you 100,000 naira. If you see the 91,000 naira, then call me. Then tomorrow I will check my account. I will print my statement of account. So when we see the money, you go refund my 100K. Now so the guy off in phone. My husband call the guy on video call. The guy no pick. Now that time I know say something don't happen. So they won't treated me like I'm robber. I know say na set up. First thing that strike my mind is Egbegbe. Because I remember say Egbegbe go exchange money. They can't talk say Egbegbe can't exchange fake money. That is how they carry Egbegbe go prison. The guy spent 7 years. The day when they go release the guy, they can't straight. They can't they talk say the allegation where they take send the guy go 7 years prison. Say na false allegation. Now that time I can't they start to talk. I don't tell now. But when they all of them plenty they don't go arrange waiting where they go take burn me. They can't tell me say me can go out. Then plenty. They've gone to set up things that they were going to use to burn her. That happens in Nigeria. That's weird. That's crazy. Jungle justice is scary, So you might be wondering, like, okay, there are people that literally will follow either side and they take it to heart. They believe strongly. They believe that side that they've decided to side with, right? And some of them would do it to, that's why they call it fanatics. They would do it to the extent that they can hurt people on your behalf. They can do it on your behalf. It's the game they are playing is actually very dangerous. See, you get one woman where they don't they abuse, they do. I can't enter the woman shop. I can't sit down. I can't tell the woman. I say they talk, say you steam secretary. Say me, I snatch person husband. I steal. Shebi you they walk.
So they're also saying she stole somebody's husband. I guess. Jesus Christ.
Why you go talk this kind of thing? Shebi you they walk. Why you so? Because you call me husband snatcher now. You won't kill me. I be what you won't do. The woman can't change mouth.
Crazy.
I said the person secretary where you they talk about. She never come market come hustle. And you show where you they talk
that
about.
Smart.
Never come market come hustle. Me I come market come hustle. And una won't
That's
kill
not
me.
smart.
Una them plenty them plenty.
It is not smart to go back to your hood to try to be like everybody else when you are a rock star, when you are a superstar, if you're a popular person. It is not smart to go back to your hood in the name of I'm just like regular like everybody. It is not, unless you truly can't afford to have somebody else help you, in which case life has this way of balancing out. But you want to claim that you are, and you want to go to the market because this is is BS. She went to the market because I don't know why she went to the market. It's a bad idea, to go to the market, Let's keep on. So, but I think it's smart for an IYABO OJO not to be going to the market all willy-nilly anyhow. You can get mobbed. That's the truth.
You know, say na set up them plenty pieces. Then plenty. They are now telling me to go out. I can't tell them, say, if I go out, if anything happen to me, you say, you know, go. You know, say me, I know, say, na set up.
Now, wow.
Sure, you understand?
1 line.
4 hours. I was there with them. 4, 5 hours, I was there. They were videoing. They were coming. They were bragging. Along Team Shepeteri Lawon.
So they were saying they were Team Shepeteri. Right. Anyway, let me leave that. She's just doing Shalaye at this point. Somebody said here, let me see. I'm gonna read this to you guys. Read some of the comments. Wait, let me see. Let me read Chinye's first. The reason I believe she was to no good was that if she wasn't guilty, she would have gone off. However, she was quiet and was calm, looking guilty as opposed to her normal basketballs. Yes, so I see that. I see that. Okay, but I see it more as she was embarrassed. She probably honestly did not know what was going on or what was about to happen to her. Like I said, the situation she found herself is very dangerous. Nobody's gonna hold anybody accountable if she gets destroyed in the middle of that street. I'm telling you. So she might have been in a state of embarrassment where she was just confused. God forbid they catch, even if you shoplift, that's embarrassing, So I don't know, Brabe says she go explain Taya. Hey, Brabe no believe this girl. Yeah, I believe that she's a culprit. That she's anyway.
We go explain because no evidence.
I believe that I believe what this person wrote here. This person said Lizzy no steal and IYABO no set her up. I agree with that. I don't think she stole anything. This person said failed transaction can happen to anyone, but when you create too much enemies for yourself, you will always think they are the one doing you when anything happened to you, right? And when you are busy creating a lot of enemies for yourself, also oftentimes you're creating a very big blind spot for yourself, right? Somebody said, I believed her. How can someone do you fake transfer and you didn't call her out? And she's a celebrity. Drag her for social media. You now waited until she comes to the market before you can accuse her of fake transfer. This is a setup. I don't believe it's a setup. But that's just a belief. We don't know what actually happened. And all the haters of Lizzy knows this. Lizzy, your blessings, they pain her and others. What blessings? I beg you. Admit your effing mistake and stop blaming people for your fault. Wait, what's the mistake? That she stole? Jesus Christ. I beg Team IYABO Ojo, enjoy yourself. If not IYABO Lizzy for don't set ring light, do part 1 to 1,000 shows. I believe that part. And then a man here says, you go explain Taya.
We go explain because no evidence.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think she go explain Taya. If she doesn't go and rest somewhere right now, it's just content, okay? But jungle justice is real in Nigeria. All these social media bars goes back and forth can really turn badly, I did not believe you. Stop calling other people for your own mistake. I did not believe you. You mean you do not? You know that the transfer did not go through. Why didn't you do it again? Oh, some people would know. Okay, so again, that society, there are some things, some intricacies that we don't know, right? Some people would know that transfer did not go through, and they're like, Pim, what to confirm, what to go through, just bad idea. Especially if you're a celebrity. Bad idea. But celebrity is not always translating to money for these people. Somebody said at Saudi Arabia it was Tony Aimaku, now it's IYABO Ojo. Alright, so she seems to have a reputation. That's why she's not having enough people defending her. We will drag her. She has subjected everyone to harassment. Holy Jesus Christ. There are a lot of rich people that are kleptomaniacs know this and no peace. Well, that's terrible. But how can someone make another person do fake transfer? That's a good question. She's still talking. I wonder. Okay.
And when soon, they were doing all sorts of things. And guess what? Phone meet you off.
Our phone died.
Phone straight like this.
Now, I'm not sure if she said that. Yeah, she said that she asked her husband on the phone, and the husband was like, you know what, I'll send you 100,000 naira right now, okay? And then we'll sort it out later. Just in case you owe me another 91,000 naira, you can do me a refund. And the guy just turned off the phone because this is how she's claiming. That's why she thinks it's a setup, that they just wanted to deal with her. All right, let's keep going.
Phone I did not bring out my second phone because they are ready to snatch anything from me. There were many. So I sat with those women there. Then my husband came after maybe 4 hours or thereabout. My husband now asked him,
okay, this is the part.
You purposely set my wife up. If truly, small. If truly this is not a setup, when I asked you to send your account details, why did you off the phone? Why did you refuse to send your account details? Do you know how much I have transferred today? My husband can't.
All right, so it's gone back to the beginning. So yeah, I truly believe that the only thing we can get out of this is definitely not to take sides. I don't know these people like that, but just to be aware that social media buzz can turn to real life craziness. If you know how to run your mouth in real life, on social media, don't be surprised if there's consequences in real life, directly or indirectly. In this situation, I think it's indirectly, because the truth is that IYABO OJO, she has her own reputation. As a matter of fact, speaking of IYABO OJO's reputation, let me play this for you. Watch this.
Tired of, being in the midst of one fake ass idiot, fake ass bitch, fake Fendi, fake Prada, fake Balenciaga. Fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face. Fake ass bitch. Everything she wears is fake. Oh, fucking ass bitch. Yeah, you should be privileged. Fucking privileged to be with you. You're mad. IYABO is very condescending. She talks too much. She acts like she has madness. We all have madness, though. Tired of, being in the midst of one fake ass.
All right, so IYABO OJO herself was being dragged not too long ago on the internet by her castmates from the show Real Housewives of Lagos. So I don't care about any of these people, honestly. We don't care. The Prestige family don't care. All right,
don't care, still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
We don't care. But yes, jungle justice is real. It is scary. If you run your mouth on this internet streets, the social media is not just a virtual world. It is our world. Okay, this is the world, the reality of the world we live in. Just because it's now online doesn't mean the person will suddenly stop feeling the way they feel about your boss with them. Okay, so by the time you find out, I know that a lot of people are still getting away with running their mouth anyhow on the internet, on the media. But maybe, God forbid, by the time you find out, maybe you find out that it's too late, that there's now real life consequences. There's already real life consequences, by the way, if you're paying attention to the news. Okay, but this is messy, and please, there's no need for us to normalize this. I think it's fair, but at the same time, I think these people are ras. This is ras behavior. Okay, what is ras in English? Somebody help me convert that. What is English of ras? Okay, these are ghetto people. That's what this is. Okay, there's nothing you can tell me. These are ghetto people, and it's no wonder why their basketballs will end up inside of a marketplace. And they don't know when to stop. You know why? Because basketballs is not easy to stop, because you always find a way to justify that you have the right, because she dragged you first. all of your actions are your responsibility. You don't get to blame your actions on other people because it is a reaction. Your reactions are your responsibility. Your reactions are your actions, and you're responsible for them. All right, but let me end it there. Today it's exactly 7 p.m. I told you, so we didn't cover everything, but we covered quite a bit, and we'll be back here for the Prestige Happy Hour again at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and we will continue to cover some of this topic. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to everybody that stopped by today, and shout out to all the sponsors of the show. I appreciate you plenty. Thank you so much. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.